an enlightening experience where you will gain a deeper understanding of the purpose and essence of opening your eyes. This is your chance to enhance self-awareness and personal growth with a shift in perception that provides a fresh outlook on life. Embrace the journey from consciousness to superconsciousness. Coming live by Barrett Kunyan.
Well. Beautiful brother Jesse Hal from the Missing Link. Thank you very much, brother, for making the time, the energy, because I know how committed you are, and you're more or less booked up probably next 6 months or so, to make time, and to share with us. We're about to share because we've got a cracking, interesting subject area to discuss today, brother, and that's based on why do we open our eyes. And if you're comfortable, for your viewers, my viewers, we've got a few 1 minute, 30-second little videos to share on this platform, which is to do with Bioactivator mission statement. And we've got another one called, how to come off the hamster wheel mentality, if you will. But if you're comfortable, brother, this morning I got an enormous download. It's just a note that I had to put in front, and I thought just to get the brilliant mood going. And I said to Katerina this morning as well, love to Angeline, what a great way to start the day, because here in Bulgaria we sort of early hours of the morning, and I think it's sort of relatively late evening on your end in Canada. So, if I may just introduce the title to our beautiful viewers out there.
Of course. I just wanted to say, yes, it's your show. I'm just here to, help facilitate any way I can. It's 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time where I'm at right now, or 10:05, which would be midnight Eastern Standard Time. So if anybody's, wondering, when he's saying in the AM, it's 7 a.m. in Bulgaria, or 7:05 in Bulgaria, and he's in Bulgaria right now, and that's where we're doing this show. So a little bit early for him, a little bit late for us, but it's a great time for us to come together and share Barrett with all of our audience. So please, I put his link into the chat, so you can go on to subscribe to his channel and even comment on his chat. But I see all the comments popping up here either way.
Thank you for that, Jesse. Jesse, if I may take the opportunity to introduce this hat. It's the Bioactivator hat, and I would like to thank Violetta here in Bulgaria. There is at the bottom, you can see, this is what she specializes in. This is Violetta from Shoe Addict. She's an artist. She puts beautiful impressions, because that's the Bioactivator logo, the two hands there, and this is the crowning, brother. Great way to do my official crowning of the Bioactivator hat. So thank you for that. So, brother, coming to this incredible question, it's the title for our show today, and why do we open our eyes? If I may take the opportunity just to kickstart the conversation, I got a beautiful download today, this morning, an hour before this show. So I want to share this. So excuse me for looking down a little bit. I just put a few notes down here. Here goes. Why do we open our eyes? Transformation of human consciousness, a shift from time to presence, from thinking to pure consciousness. By tuning into our soul, using our intuition, to be in our highest version each time you close and open your eyes. You can do that now, Jesse. We can do that now as well. Just close your eyes and open your eyes by being in gratitude, by saying thank you, by being independent, not dependent upon some being, savior, or guru. Know the true intrinsic value. You are it. Also, to create a shift a new paradigm where ownership gives way to guardianship. Its nucleus is based on do no harm and do not impose on the freedom of others. By leaving a supercharged footprint that upgrades matter everywhere you go without the need to say anything other than being in the beingness in the union of the I am presence, whereby left brain and right brain becomes harmonized and neutralized to take real organic ownership of your vessel, connecting to the real Wi-Fi, organic Wi-Fi, cosmic energy, which is all around us. So basically, in a nutshell, simplified version is to understand the essence of your unique evolution and to be a very powerful footprint. You leave a footprint everywhere we go. And as we just shared, to be in that awe and ecstasy of being excited, being happy without the need to do anything, being in that beingness. And you see, when you understand that, and when we close our eyes, even now, I can close my eyes and say, thank you. Thank you. Because what we're doing, you're changing the past. We don't need tomorrow, because when you are in that vessel of now, this present moment, we are the intrinsic value, not gold or silver or what car we drive or where, it's not where you live, it's how you live, and taking full responsibility and ownership and eradicating that responsibility, thinking that, we need some government to help us bail ourselves out, or, a superhuman or guru who's going to just take you out from a small box and put you into a bigger box. Here on Bioactivator, it's about freedom. It's about becoming independent, not dependent on anything outside of yourself, being extremely happy in yourself. So that's what I really wanted to share today, ultimately. And I'm interested to feel your vibration on this juicy topic today, my dearest brother, on how you translate and interpret what I've just put out there. And I've got a feeling that it will resonate with you. So I'll hand the mic to you. And also, at some point, if you're comfortable, would like to share a few videos as well that my son and we've put together. So, Jesse Hal, Missing Link, thank you very much. And I'll hand the mic to you and love to hear your take on this beautiful subject. Why do we open our eyes?
Well, I guess for everyone it's going to be different, but we leave an energetic footprint wherever we go. And so as soon as we open our eyes, wherever that may be, you open your eyes for the day. It's wonderful just to feel grateful that you're here to spend another day, to be able to do whatever you want on this, dimension, this earthly realm, whatever you want to call this place that we're here. Some choose to walk with God. Some choose to disobey. Some choose to just float around, not really knowing what they're doing. But whatever that may be, your energetic footprint is left. So from the moment you open your eyes and everywhere you go, you leave that energetic footprint, and it has an impact on not only your world, but all the world around us. So depending on how loud that footprint is, would be, I guess, how, much more other people will feel that. But, intrinsically, we are all connected as one, whether people like it or not. We are still all connected in the same time and space. And what you do matters. You matter. And, you're just, you're as equally as important as everyone else into this puzzle piece of life that we've been given. And so don't ever devalue yourself, thinking, who am I? Who aren't you to be beautiful and brilliant and just, at peace and just in a loving vibration? You are a creation of God, and you are special. And don't let anyone ever tell you anything different. We live in a trauma-based reality where, trauma has been at the forefront of most, if not everybody's life. And, it takes a lot of soul searching, finding out who you are, why things may have transpired the way they are, to be able to transcend them, so that way your energetic footprint that you leave on this earth, or that you leave everywhere you go, is of a positive radiation, and you just live that vibration. Be as happy as you can. Every day is not going to be the best day ever, but if every day can be just a little bit better than the one before, then you're on a right path. And if that day isn't, well, just hope the next day will be. And you always just keep moving forward and know that your energy does matter.
Thank you for that. If I can just quickly share a minute and 30-second video. Here goes. It's the bioactivation mission statement. Here goes.
At Bioactivator, we are driven by a profound commitment to assist humanity in connecting with its deepest purpose. Our mission is to catalyze a transformative journey towards a self-realization and collective guardianship, harnessing the potent force of cosmic energy, our organic Wi-Fi. Through Bioactivator's innovative approach, we aim to awaken a new paradigm of planetary independence, where individuals and societies flourish in harmony with universal laws. Our ethos, deeply rooted in the principles of do no harm and respecting the freedom of others, guides our every endeavor. We envision a future where an open source galactic society thrives, embodying these values in every aspect of life. Join us in this evolutionary journey as we unlock the potential of humanity and pave the way for a harmonious, natural law-based galactic community. Become a part of this movement towards a universally connected and conscious world. Your journey with Bioactivator starts now.
Thank you for that. I thoroughly enjoyed doing that with my beautiful son. We've got a few more lined up. We've got a book coming up as well, Bioactivator book, in the next 2 to 3 months. So we should have that in place. We're also working on an emblem as well, which is to do with the hand, left brain, right brain coming into the union of the I am. And also not enforcing or inflicting or saying you have to do this, because I can only share what's working for me in a natural way and how it's affecting the environment in which I function as a person. So I'm only sharing the magic that's Bioactivator is on this movement, if you will, and also bringing this understanding of kind of with this word ownership and transforming into guardianship, so that we get rid of this possessiveness of like, this is mine, this is yours, and removing that division. Because what happens is your heart grows and it becomes more compassionate, if you will. So so that's really, really exciting, to be able to harness that, and that's reference to opening and closing, opening and close. So some people have this notion that you have to be in a particular position, lotus position or meditative state, or you have to go to bed each night and wake up. We can do one now. We can do a quick activation. You just close your eyes, you open it, and you say thank you, gratitude. And you can change the past, that phantom past where the pain or the traumas can be transformed because when you are in that ecstasy of knowing why I'm opening my eyes, you kind of change the past because you thank the past, because who you are today is really thank you for all the ups and downs, yeah, we've had in harnessing the real truth, the real organic version of yourself. So it's the embodiment of you becoming more conscious aware, because this is the highest form of technology, if you will. And by the way, and I'd like your viewpoint on this in a minute, because everything has outside of you a double-edged sword. For example, AI at the moment. I like working with AI because I can speed the process as long as the nucleus within its algorithm is do no harm. So it can be a very, very powerful tool. It's like money. You know, I respect the value of money, and I don't worship money. You know, I don't work for money. Money works for me. And the way I work with money is, you know, it's based on natural law, being kind, do not impose, and you know, do no harm. Jesse, how does that sit with you? I think we're more or less on the same page on this, no?
Yes and no. It's ultimately yes because that's the way it is. I just seem to be anti stuff that they're pushing, kind of almost like anti money, anti, you know, um, AI. I haven't gone and used it, utilized the tools. I see a lot of people are using it. They're making a lot of cool videos, cool stuff. They're making money and all that kind of stuff. I don't do that for the longest time. I People told me to invest in stocks, didn't believe it. Finally put a bunch of money in stocks, lost a whole bunch of money. I didn't want to do crypto, didn't want to be a part of the crypto, put a bunch of money into crypto, had my account hacked. I got another person, I fished or whatever, where I called some number, they stole more money from me. So I don't know. For some reason, I've been more organic. Been using this technology here to be able to connect with people. So this part of the technology, using it for good, getting to meet beautiful souls like yourself and all the other amazing people around the world because of the technology, right? So yes, it's as long as it's in a do no harm. And this was supposed to be a DARPA surveillance, Facebook, internet, all created, but we're using that to transcend it, to share information, to meet up with beautiful people from all around the world. So like I say, it's a yes, but for me personally, I've been kind of trying not to get into like the worldly possessions. And I think that's back to the ownership part of what you were talking about, that we're just guardians. We don't truly own anything here. We are here for the time that we're fortunate enough to be here. And when we do move on, we don't take any of our, money or tools or phones or anything that you can collect and think that it's yours, your shoes or your socks. None of that stuff comes with you. So do you really have ownership of it? Or are you just a guardian of it for this time? Steward of the land. You don't own the land. People shouldn't be owning these things. They should just be good stewards of it. Shepherds. I think we're here supposed to take care of the animals, take care of the land. We're supposed to be taking care of each other, opposed to the system that we're in, which I guess that's kind of why I have that kind of battle mentality and not wanting to join in on just chasing the money or any of these other things that I've seen led a lot of people down dark roads.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother. Well, if I can just elaborate on that, I mean, reference to the intrinsic value, I mean, you are it, you know. On reflection, what you're projecting is that vibratory movement, what's happening inside of yourself. And absolutely do no harm, do not impose. Yes, consciousness is the ultimate, but consciousness is giving birth to a form of technology. But within its algorithm, if we put things like do no harm and do not impose on the freedom of others, that technology can be of service until full realization, God realization, whereby we then activate the macabre body, if you will, and because then we can maintain more light, less carbon, and then you go through that transition of becoming fully aligned with the new paradigm and 5D and beyond. For me, and I think we're going to resonate on this, everything is a state of mind. Okay, because like when we have two comparable powerful vibrations like heaven, hell, it's a state of mind. So when you're in the beingness of understanding the essence of who you are, what you are, on reflection, you're either creating a heaven or you're creating a hell like environment. So one thing that I've learned on this journey, especially in the last 12 months, the temptation was there for me at the beginning of my journey to point fingers and say, this is the good guy, that's the bad guy. I don't do that anymore. So, you know, to understand the essence of something, you experience the opposing polarities. And then with this reference of bringing into the unionship, so you're bringing the black, the white, the yin, the yang, masculine, feminine, you're bringing into the union. That's why on the cap as well, we've actually put that here. So you got the two hands there, and then you've got a line, a split. So it's like bringing the left brain, because some people say, oh, it's better to operate from this side. No, it's operate this way. No, my take on it, and this is I'm only sharing my experience of how things are going well, reference to I, is I bring everything into harmony and neutrality. So neutrality is the best way through understanding this intrinsic value. It's not gold or silver or how many houses you own and showing off of being in that competitive world. It's about this vessel going there, going into the muck sometimes where there's dense energy, and being in that harmonious place which you then neutralize what needs to be neutralized. And if people are happy, then you're happy for them. This isn't a competition to see who's more happier. However, if you were to define richness, for my take, and I think we're both on the same page on this again, it's the level of peace, how much peace you can keep within your vessel, because that's what you're igniting everywhere or activating everywhere you go. And it's not words that, although we're using words, so it has second-hand value to it. First-hand is the frequency, it's the tone. What is your intention? My intention personally with my activator is not to dismantle anything, but really to upgrade what already is here. Like I said, the temptation is there because there's so much, as you know, there's so much drama out there, and you kind of want to pick this one and pick that one. But really, this beingness, when you're in that beingness, you don't have to prove anything. You don't necessarily need any kind of validation, because your validation is the feedback that you're getting when you put a certain vibratory output. So are people smiling more they're in your presence, or are they going, I don't want to see this person anymore? So when you're leaving that footprint everywhere you go, people will say, I can't wait to see Barrett again. I can't wait to see Jesse again, because each time they're here, they leave such a beautiful smile, you know? And this is the real value. This is the real spiritual merit, kindness, unconditionality, you know? So, but, does that sit comfortably with you, Jesse, what I've just put?
100%. And it's back to that energetic footprint that you leaving there, with those people. You are the true currency. We are electrical beings, and we are the currency of the earth. That's why they've tried to manipulate us into thinking that currency, our currency, should be valued into dollars or monetary or possessions and things like that, taking the true value of what we are, away away from us and putting it into, possessions, worldly possessions outside of us. So once you find that peace inside of you, knowing that you are the true value, that you are a beautiful, child of God that is meant to be here and allowed to experience this, dimension, the best you can, then, that energetic footprint that you do leave around people is of a glowing, of a higher stature. And, they try to teach people that you have, energy gets an equal opposite reaction, but that's not true. Energy gets an equal reaction. So when you're putting out kindness, you're putting out goodness into the universe responds in kind, with kindness, with beauty out. But the same thing is, if you're you're in a dark place and you're not feeling well and your energetic footprint is, maybe rough or, hurtful, well, you're probably going to get that equal reaction back to you, not the equal opposite. So it's about your energetic footprint, finding balance within yourself, finding that balance between the masculine and the feminine, finding that peace inside, because again, they try to say the masculine man has to be this, the woman feminine has to be this, when everyone has the masculine and feminine side of them. You just have to find what is the best balance for you. And you make me glow too, Angeline. Love you.
Yeah, no, thanks a lot for that, brother. Another little break I'd like to share with our beautiful viewers out there. It's called the hamster wheel mentality. It's about a minute or so long, so just a little break.
Bioactivator helps humanity investigate the purpose of our soul evolution by connecting to the biological computer, embracing organic Wi-Fi, which is cosmic energy. In helping humanity remove itself from the hamster wheel mentality, which is fear-based energy, through these fundamental questions. What, where, when, how, who, and why we and all life exist. If you struggle to answer these questions, then you are still on the hamster wheel. Bioactivator does not attempt to heal anybody, but creates harmony and neutrality at its core, with the purpose of do no harm, cause no loss, and do not impose upon the freedom of others, and to help simplify life through natural law.
Well, there you have it. It's that's embedded in the nucleus of everything that we share on the planet. And like you said much earlier, Jesse, it's not just about human beings, right? It's about animals and basically plants and trees, and to be good, kind stewards on the planet, to be a good example, to inspire others to become more in that union of the I am, and not feel that we're separated, and just kind of bringing the understanding where I understand the temptation, or understanding why division was created, and understanding what this 3D paradigm is all about. It's, for me, it's like it's a test, really, to see, well, the world that we live in, and the change that you want to see begins with yourself, so that you can visualize it in your heart, mind, and soul, and then you put it out there without imposing it or want to harm it or anybody. It's a lot of it can be self-inflicted, because if you're in that survival mode, or that traumas, I think the biggest trauma is entering this world and not see it from a higher perspective of knowing who your non-biological parents are. And the last thing you want to do is mistreat the platform in which you're growing, not through kindness and compassion and sensitivity and love. So you kind of, the codices are you reap what you sow. You get that feedback anyway from your animals, from your trees, and everything around you is a measure of who you are. So yeah, gratitude is the foundation. My day begins with thank you, and if I do harm, it's not intentional. So because sometimes if you don't qualify a certain situation and you overstimulate or overwhelm a situation, um, it's not intentional harm, but people can mistranslate a situation. So it's important sometimes to qualify it. So if you're pretty good at reading energy, so you can overwhelm it or overstimulate a situation if you just barge in and be a little bit loud. So my take on that is a lot of stillness, although you're moving, but inside of yourself you hold that stillness, and to be sensitive and not to overwhelm or overstimulate a situation. But we're getting beautiful comments coming in at the same time, Jesse. There's another one here. Listening to the background, beautiful, makes me want to float away. Not sure what this question. There's a statement there. I don't know what's up, Jesse. Um, yeah, so we're getting beautiful feedback on this, so it's really great, really great.
People were asking whose voice was that in the little video clip that you made. A lot of people asked earlier, and they said it's such a soothing voice.
It's, believe it or not, it's my voice, but what we've done, we slowed it down a little bit. So because I've always had a voice, and a lot of people have said to me as well, don't change it, keep this voice. But you see, like sometimes with this voice, I don't know, it's like I just wanted just to deepen it a little bit more, but but this one here that you're hearing, I think the masculine and feminine is very much balanced, so I just twigged it a little bit, but yeah, there's mixed feeling on that one, whether I should leave this voice or just kind of deepen it a little bit. So we're kind of playing with that. So thank you for everyone giving feedback and on that. There's another one here, if I may. It's called the gift in giving. So here goes.
In every moment of self-improvement, we hold the power to transform the world. With Bioactivator, the journey of self-discovery becomes a pathway to global transformation. Our personal growth resonates, creating ripples of positive change. The work we do on ourselves becomes our gift to everyone else. Bioactivator, ignite your potential, enrich the world.
You see, that's the thing, you see, Jesse, because the gift, the ultimate gift, is that beingness that we're just kind of like working on, because the more elevated you are in yourself, not having to prove anything to anyone, but just being harmonized, neutralized, and holding that space for anything and everyone. Because Bioactivator doesn't heal. Okay, what we do, we create a beautiful energetic platform in which people come. And by the way, this platform is not owned by me. So the ownership or even this platform is based on guardianship. So it's for the people, and the ulterior motive behind it is to embrace, to grow, to bring this upgraded vibratory movement, not to dismantle what's there, but to build and to upgrade, and not, like I said, not to go out there and necessarily to campaign. I appreciate the peacemakers. I appreciate everybody doing what they're doing, but for me, it's a state of mind. You need to be in that state of mind where you are the greatest possible version each day. So my day, again, close my eyes, open it, and each time I close and open it, my frequency is going higher and higher, because you can do this a few times a day. Like I said, I respect guru things, and like I said, because I'm not profit driven. Okay, I'm not doing this to gain money, but if I get donations, which I have, and thank you, Jesse, and what I do is I utilize, because I don't need anything. I don't sound big-headed. but I have everything. My operating system is abundance. Okay, so I'm not chasing the money for myself. Okay, so but if I get donations, I find a use for it, whether it's a dog sanctuary. And I think, Jesse, you and I, we spoke a little bit about this as well, because I'm looking for sort of certain volunteers to come and help with some of the projects here we started here in Bulgaria. And again, it's based on that mindset that I don't own it, we own it, we own it. I can't emphasize enough the we, not mine. It's not mine. I don't possess it. I'm a guardian of it, and I'm respecting it so it doesn't get tarnished by negativity and destructive acidic attitude towards bringing something down that I feel that is real value. I'm not a value destroyer, because I don't go into competition, even within the spiritual community. Reference to what Shasta Stone is doing, for example. I'm not going to put nails in his coffin, because he's waking people up. I could say David Icke is waking people up, and all these beautiful souls out there. But what I'm doing, I'm not saying I've got cutting edge stuff and they don't. I'm giving people the tools to become independent, not dependent on anyone or a financial situations, because I can't emphasize enough how imperative this conversation is right now, because it's about really understanding the real intrinsic value, which is you. Your hand is the gold that you put on anything. Your footprint is the gold, because you're setting intentions, the highest intentions of not imposing, you're not harming, you're here to upgrade. Even though you move away, your footprint, your impression is there for a long, long time. So that energy that you leave, people get in contact with that. And it's a moment of falling in love to the version of unconditionality, not condition. And that's when you upgrade yourself to become telepathic. Because once you remove the artificiality, the superficiality, and become natural, it's like breathing. You're not conscious too much of how well we're breathing. Telepathy will be the same. You'll be reading thoughts and energies without trying. Why do you have to try to be a good person? You're spontaneous. You don't have to. I've got to work to be a good person. No, you don't have to think as much. You don't have to. It's spontaneous reaction. It's not like, shall I help Jesse or not? Shall I help him? No, you feel it. You feel the nucleus of who Jesse is, connecting the dots, bringing this incredible energy, which you do, Jesse. I'm really impressed with you as a amazing being of light. I see you as a superstar, not just a star. I see you as a superstar, not these Hollywood people. But again, I'm not attacking the Hollywood people. But there's a difference between what you put out there and what certain things are put out there as well. You are an upgraded, much higher individual. But again, we mustn't be pulled into the attitude of that they're good, we're good, they're bad. But that's division. So we have to bring everything into the union. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not lashing out and saying we need to go and knock them over and run them down. They need love. These people need love, not anger, not hate, because they've been driven by trauma and this disconnect. So less of that, please. Yeah, more of what we're discussing. I don't mean to be forceful of this, but and I'm just sharing that's what's working for me. My state of mind. So there's a couple of more videos, again, shorties that I want to share. But do you want to add a little bit before I get onto the next 30-second or a minute video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So there's a bunch of different things that that I wanted to respond to there. So, like what you were just saying about these people, that taught to want to like hate these people that are doing these destructive things, and that doesn't help to put yourself onto their vibration, right? Thank you for teaching me what I don't want to be like. Thank you for teaching me other ways to go about this, using this darkness to see more light and better roads. And I think of what you were saying about, just knowing and being in that intuition. They want people thinking about, yes, I should do this, or I should, I need to be a better person. You're thinking instead of just intuitively being. You have all the tools, you've been given all the gifts. It's just a matter of remembering who you are, the gifts you do have, and that you are a beautiful child of God, just as important as everyone else here. And I wanted to thank you for the opportunity that you've given us, for, Angeline, to be able to share some of that abundance that you have with land, and for us to come help steward that in Bulgaria. And so, it's definitely very heart touching that you would even, invite us to come, and, share, some of the stuff that you've got going on and stuff, and just kind of be able to help, each other grow and help others grow. And I think that's really important. So it's a beautiful opportunity. You're a beautiful soul, and really appreciative, grateful that, we've been able to cross paths and build a friendship now here, Barrett.
I thank you, my lovely brother. And if I can just add a little bit more flavor to this beautiful dialogue, for me, the opportunism, the highest reward is when you enrich the life of another sentient being. Let's just talk about the human race at the moment. I've removed my mask a while ago, and I replaced it with a mirror. So if people want to lash out, they're lashing out on themselves, because really I'm at a place where I don't attack. Okay, I'm in that solitude, in that stillness, and in that calmness. Yeah, I can get into a bit of anger at times, but overall, high percentage of the time, I'm holding space for people. So if people lash out on me, they're lashing out on themselves, and vice versa. Okay, the greatest trigger is the greatest teacher for me. So when I'm in a position where I'm about to get triggered in any shape or form, I breathe in, hold the breath, breathe out, and say, what's the message here? Okay, and what are they highlighting, which is within myself? Is there something that needs attention? Yeah. So when I get a deliverance, if you will, a message that comes through, and it's to do with self-improvement, why would I lash out on that person? I want to thank that person, because ultimately that individual is, if you're starting a business, before, it's like the book that we've written. Okay, and I'm going to share with you as well in due course, Jesse. You want constructive criticism. You want to get some feedback. It's like when you start a business, you do a risk assessment. You want to see how comfortable it may seem, or uncomfortable. So it's a balance between the two. If it's a delicate balance, because if you want to be if you're going to be a movement, you're going to create something that's never happened before. So you're going to trigger people. Yeah, you're going to trigger people, because the survival mode attitude up to date has been, we condemn things we don't understand. And that, I get that, because if your energy is vibrating at a higher frequency, then it's like, oh, no. He's out of order. He's thinking outside of the box, and it throws me off balance. However, bioactivator, less talk, more movement. So the footprints that we're leaving is very high frequency stuff. So it's not what we say, and it's not where we live. It's how we live, and it's attitude, how we conduct ourselves as role models. because remember what we're highlighting here to our viewers. We're talking about not needing a guru, a teacher particularly, which a lot of them can be profit driven. We're saying when somebody is in that abundance, it's a state of mind. The cup is full, the cup is flowing. So that's what I'm giving away. So people say to me, how do you make money? Well, bless everyone. They can't do enough for me, because when you're in that level of unconditionality, you're already doing things, because what you're doing, you're holding space. And people in your presence, things are being diffused. Calmness is sitting. The pressure cooker that's been building up suddenly lets the steam out slowly, and they drift into that level of unity. So when you're in that peaceful mode of unity and do not want to harm anyone, you're not harming yourself ultimately. So that intrinsic value is the ultimate value. Like you said earlier, there is nothing greater than that sum. That is the ultimate version of yourself. And more and more people happy to share. And thanks to your show particularly, I mean, you've interviewed so many people, and connecting, the links and allowing people that space for them to make their choice, not imposing and point you. And like, we're not in the classroom, and we're not programming anybody. We're just creating a natural environment for people to work. It's interesting background noise there. Can you hear it?
That's Hawk. He's dreaming, so he barks in his dreams. So he's always right beside me, and sometimes you'll hear that. That's just him. He doesn't ever bark, hardly ever, except when he wants to come in. That's the only time you'll ever hear him bark. He'll just do one bark, but in his dreams, he's constantly barking at things, and so it's really cute because he talks a lot more in his dreams than he does just in his normal day to day.
Yeah, please give him our love here. We have two beautiful dogs as well. I mean, you've got the one you said, but we have two doggies here, mother and daughter, Ida and Lily. And we have one cat called Fred, which we love him dearly, Should I throw in the last video? There's another one.
Just before you get there, I just wanted to mention, so just before the last video, the thought came up where it was, do no harm, cause no loss. And so that's really important, for people to know that that's your energetic footprint, how you leave. If you're not causing any harm, you're not causing any loss, then that's not an energetic footprint that you're leaving. And most of the, harm and loss comes from actual people communicating with others, because it seems like it's been taught this war mentality, abrasive mentality. So, in day-to-day life, when, people are out and about, they don't really cause as much harm verbally as they do on the internet, online, when they hide behind a screen. And people think that just because they're in the safety of their own home and they're not, around people, that they can act ignorantly, they can cause loss, they can cause harm, they can say harmful things without any repercussion. But you leave an energetic footprint with everything you do, and that includes your activity online. And as much as people don't think that it actually, there is any accountability for the things maybe they say and they do, in the energetic scheme of things, there is. Because when you're putting energy out into the universe, whether you can hide behind a computer or not, that is still your energetic footprint. And you will have to account energetically for the energy that you put out, whether it's in this life or the next. you know, we're all connected and everybody feels that energy. So just try to do better, try to be better, because, you know, it doesn't matter where you've gone to this point in life, as long as you're trying to do better every day. That's all a person can ask for, because nobody's perfect. Some people have gotten into more trauma, more craziness, more, you know, more situations to take them away from their true self. But, you know, you can always look in the new day, a new day to be better, to do better, and just know that maybe you have been causing a lot of, you know, harmful energetic vibrations. Maybe you want to create so many more positive, good ones because of it, you know, and just know that you want to tip that scale, that balance back into your favor. So it's never too late for anyone to want to do better and be better.
Thank you, lovely brother. And if I may just add to that, is also that was wonderful. When we remove the indoctrinated version of yourself, because you're born into some kind of conditionality, when we start removing those labels and those layers of artificiality, superficiality, which I'm saying thank you, by the way, not anger, because it's been a bit of a roller coaster, right? But it's been a phenomenal lesson. And the patterns don't repeat when you say thank you and you neutralize it because you get it. So you've removed that indoctrinated version. You're just a frequency. So no two persons are the same. So everybody is translating information based on their level. No two persons are the same. So this show, let's say, some people might get two things out. Someone may get nothing out, maybe. Some people think it's amazing. So how dare I question the person who gets nothing out of it, or the person who gets amazing? I'm happy for the person who doesn't, because you're in the union. You know, just because a baby is crawling and not walking, you don't condemn the baby that's just crawling. If anything, you put more emphasis on the individual that's crawling than the person that's walking. If that is for you, and it's not for me to judge and say the person who's spending more time with the person who's crawling rather than you know, it's an assessment you make, you know, but you've got to have these universal, powerful principles in place. And not, you know, I'm not here to steal people's ideas, or we're open source like you are. You know, we want to share. That's the ultimate key for growth. Not say it's mine. So we're talking about ownership, giving hand to guardianship. The more you're aligned with this way of being, of sharing, I don't think you live in a world of emptiness and hollowness. You feel more fulfillment, and you don't need to prove anything to anyone, because your stance, your body language does all the talking, you know. So here's a last video we want to share.
Just
It's
one
by
thing, if you live in a mindset of abundance, and that is your frequency, you're going to see and feel abundance around. If you feel and you live in a mindset of scarcity, of lack, then you're probably going to be lacking. And even if you have an abundance of money and you still have a scarcity mindset, you're going to have a scarce amount of love. You're going to have a scarce amount of true connections. Doesn't matter what your monetary status is, that if you live in a grateful abundance mindset, you will have grateful abundance in all areas of your life. And I think that's where we want to get to, the mindset. And I think that's where they're trying to knock people down and think everything is scarce and you have to be in that fear vibration, opposed to a beautiful, loving, abundant vibration.
Thank you very much for that, brother. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate it. So the last video, and then we'll take it from there, how we feel, how much longer we want to continue our beautiful dialogue. But this one's about a minute and a half. So Enjoy.
In the vast symphony of existence, a profound connection unfolds. Sound and light dancing in harmony, revealing the essence of the universe. Behold the mesmerizing beauty of interconnected patterns, weaving together in a breathtaking tapestry that transcends time and space. Journey into the heart of emotion, where joy, anger, trust, and love resonate with the enchanting modes of music. Explore the shared vibrations of music and light, from the gentle notes of do, re, mi to the expansive spectrum of radio, microwave, and gamma rays. Unlock the secrets of the rainbow, where colors dance in harmony, echoing the universal laws of mentalism, correspondence, and the rhythm of existence. Delve into the kaleidoscope of nature's crystals, each category a unique expression, a testament of Earth's elegance and diversity. As we conclude this cosmic journey, Bioactivator emerges as a bridge connecting science, music, emotion, and nature. Harmony unveiled.
And I enjoyed that. But thank you very much, brother. A few more comments coming in. I'm such a goof. Love myself. When you're happy on the inside, it shows on the outside. Well, absolutely. I mean, I couldn't agree more, brother. Yeah, here we are, lovely brother. We're just coming to the hour. I mean, I think we've really, I think we got this, brother. I really do. And so basically, the invitation is there. I'm just kind of looking for a little handful because I'm interested in creating a very powerful catalyst, a place that's polished and creating that trinity. So it is a numbers game, but I'm not looking, for me, it's holding space, just a handful of people coming and sharing a space here in Bulgaria where don't worry about paying bills, and that's going to set you free. So basically, I'm responsible initially to ignite that area where I'm putting the money where my mouth is and saying, well, I'm living in abundance because I've got so much food to share with people, and I've got this amazing place, and we're interested in creating earthships and what have you, because grounding yourself is so paramount to your growth. And I think you agree with that, no, Jesse?
100%. These concrete, houses, wooden concrete houses have kind of taken us away from grounding. We should be living in the earth, with the earth, around the earth, away from the concrete jungles that they've put us in. So any opportunities that people can have to get away and, to get out into nature, to ground, to take your shoes off, to sun gaze, to do, look at the moon gaze, all kinds of things that can help, with your, energetic vibration. I think that that's imperative, especially during this time, in this pivotal time in history.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. So the invitation is there. I know that what we're doing here is that space that we're sharing. It's making people happy, and that's the fuel that raises the frequency. And I'm very gentle with this, Jesse, because I don't lash out and start. That's not my immediate dialogue with people. Are you happy? Because I can see how broken some people are. The last thing I want to do is go in there. Are you happy? When I can see that someone's not happy. I'd rather that person to confess to me gently and say, look, holding space. And what can we do as a bridge to, the indifference that's sitting there? Do you think that maybe you should be a little bit kinder to self, to be more conscious of yourself than you know, on reflection, everything that's happening inside is radiating outside. So be more conscious of what you put inside yourself. Look at what you eat as well. It's important because everything is carrying energy, vibration, and frequency. So so be more conscientious of, you know, how food is produced. That's one thing. We're extremely blessed because we grow a lot of our food here. We've got our own water. So and we're very gentle. We have a beautiful process of how we recycle things as well. So do things organically. All our waste is incorporated with the soil. Of course, there are still certain things that we're kind of being careful with, certain plastics and what have you. But again, our intentions is to upgrade. We're not saying we're 100%. There's no such thing. For me, perfection is a journey with no destination. We are ultimately infinite beings having a human existence. So it's like purging, letting go, things that are inorganic, being more organic, remove the imprints that have been there from ancestral stuff within our DNAs, which some people put labels on that, titles like junk DNA and what have you. Things that don't serve for you, let it go, and you know, and just be conscious of what you're putting out there. You know, lovely brother. A few more comments coming in. Let's see what's. Uh, we're moving from surviving to thriving. Yes, absolutely.
That's a beautiful mindset.
It is, isn't it? Isn't it just? Got one out there since that. I mean, the comments are Angelina's saying, sending lots of hearts and stuff. So thank you so much, brother, for this. I mean, I know, you know, it's been, thank you for making space because I know your schedule is very full. And I, I can't thank you enough for making space for us to share. And, you know, I'm just speechless. So,
Well, appreciate you. We really appreciate all the gifts, the honeys, the herbs, the amazing things that you've been able to share with us, and then opening up, even your, home and lands for us to come there. You're just a beautiful soul. So I'll always have time for you. I'll always make space for you. And if you ever need, a friend to talk to about anything, you ever have any ideas that you want to throw somewhere and just get, positive feedback, or, honest feedback, I guess, to say, then just, there's always time for you, my brother.
thank you so much. Feelings mutual. And yeah, just basically just looking for a couple of volunteers, which really they come out here and they just hold, like I said, just going into that abundance mode and not having worries about paying for bills and sharing space and not saying this is mine, this isn't yours. Just thrive. Let's thrive. Let's do it now. Don't
Build
wait for tomorrow.
together. Yeah,
Yeah.
build together.
So I'd be so excited if you came as well. I mean, it's like you're amazing. Angeline's amazing. Wow. Yeah. I mean, let's put it out there. But
That's
more
amazing.
comments.
And if you build it, they will come. You open the doors, people will walk through, right? So
I'll be
that's the
sharing.
way it is. We still got some things we're figuring out here before we decide. We've got a bunch of different opportunities where we might go, I want to build in all of them. So who knows? We might be a few months with you. We'll be a few months somewhere else, a few months. We don't know exactly how things are going to go, because I think we have, really strong energetic vibrations, and I'd like to incorporate that all over. I don't want to be stuck and tied too much just to one place. So I see us helping grow lots of different places, right? So I think that may be, but who knows? We don't know where the future is going to bring, but we really appreciate, beautiful souls like yourself giving us opportunities to have opportunities, in our vibration, to know that we aren't stuck, that there are good people out there that would enjoy co-creating with us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And I'd like to thank Violetta again for this beautiful hat. Thank you.
I love the hat. It is amazing.
Who knows? We might make one out for you one day. If you'd have to tell me what color you like, and
I love it exactly the way it is. I love the purple. I love that. If you do end up sending one, I'll, and send me her link to promote her. I'll wear it, and I'll, I'll put it on and to help promote her and her, creativity. So I'd have no issues with doing that. I love the hat. Angeline said that earlier. I don't know if you saw that comment, and she said, "I bet you, Jesse, would love to have that hat."
I felt the vibe, brother. I felt the vibe. I will talk to her in the next couple of days, and let's get one out to you as soon as. On that note, brother, thank you so much for making time and sending you, Angeline, and all your viewers, our viewers, in unity, in unison, and bless you all. Thank you.
And please, like, we've got a bunch of people. I was able to go live on 2 different places. So we're live on our Facebook right now, and we're also live on our YouTube channel. So please, I left Barrett's link in there. Please go to his YouTube channel, subscribe to his channel. He's having good talks like this, and he just loves to share, beauty and kindness with the world. So it's definitely worth subscribing to his work.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Love to Angeline as well.
Love to you, your family, and may the source be with you all through this, wild ride that we're all on together.
Much love.
Bioactivator would like to thank you for your kind support and donations. Through Barrett Tunian's guardianship of this platform, his activation of truth harmonizes, neutralizes, and unblocks the meridians that connect, balance, and purify all that comes in contact. Do no harm is the key that fully opens the heart's voice to be in the union of the I Am presence, and will represent every living organism on the planet whose voice would otherwise not be heard. Remember, the truth will set you free. Do no harm, cause no loss, and do not impose upon the freedom of others. Love, light, and gratitude.